This week we're going to highlight the latest crop condition ratings from the USDA as well as crop progress. We're also going to highlight updated weather trends this week and look at the ongoing weakness in U.S. corn export sales. Hi, this is Brian Bastine with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We moved into the latter half of September here, and we're in the early stages of corn harvest. Before we talk about that, however, let's look at the updated crop condition ratings from the USDA. Now, crop ratings don't quite mean as much as they do earlier this summer. However, it's still useful to at least monitor the trend. And we did see for the fifth consecutive week a decline of good to excellent ratings to 51%. That's slightly lower than last year at this time of 52%. Kind of a mixed bag. We did see some deterioration in the eastern corn belt this week, but we saw some modest improvement in parts of the western corn belt. Let's look at our aggregate crop condition index here. As I mentioned, for the fifth consecutive week, we saw a decline here. We're looking at an index that's fractionally lower than what it was this time last year and well below some of these recent years. Let's now take a look at crop progress, specifically looking at U.S. corn harvested. As of the 17th here, the USDA pegged 9% nationwide harvest. That's slightly above the 7% average. Over the next 2 weeks then, on average, U.S. corn harvested increases approximately 14% through September 17th to October 1st. So weather permitting, we'll be looking at somewhere around that 20 to 25% area 1st of October. Speaking of weather, let's take a look at the short-term trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-storm weather. We're starting out here looking at a change in the pattern. More rainfall moving in later this week, Thursday through Sunday. All that green area highlighted here, 1 to 2 inches. So it looks like we're going to see a slowdown in the corn harvest. Let's quantify that a bit further here, looking at the corn production areas in the background. And you can see highlighted again between those purple lines, quite a bit of that western corn belt. In fact, nearly all the western corn belt. Probably going to at least see a slowdown in harvest activity. As we move further east, however, not much rain in the eastern belt. Let's not quantify that one step further here and look at the totals here. Highlighted in the yellow and red are 1 to 2 inches here. And again, further east though, not much there at all in the eastern corn belt. So if that corn's ready, we could see some increased harvest activity in that region. Let's now quantify precip totals over the next 2 weeks. Now this map looks at the next 2 weeks, 14 days here. We're looking at the best in terms of harvest activity. The best weather looks like it's going to be across parts of Kansas, across parts of Colorado. Again, parts of that eastern corn belt if the corn is ready. And parts of the western belt, particularly across the Dakotas, look like they're going to be very slow over the next 2 weeks. And Illinois and Wisconsin, Missouri kind of in between those two areas. Let's now shift our focus to demand. We're going to focus this week on an ongoing concern about weak export demand. Our chart here, as usual, looks at unshipped corn export sales. We started a new crop year here, of course, in September. We're looking at a total here that's less than last year and well below those levels of 2 years ago. Here's a fact we want to highlight. The unshipped book to China is down 87% from last year, and it's 96% below the 3-year average. And that's primarily due to the increased shipments that are occurring from Brazil. Let's wrap things up this week looking at long-term trends in December corn futures. And December corn, as we tape here on Tuesday, trading near $4.75 a bushel, well below the levels, of course, we saw last year at this time. But we still continue to strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to defend your balance sheet. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.